Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. I'm Isa, and I'm joined by Jasmine, Dylan, and Shiwani. And today we'll be sharing the Tsawwassen First Nation Community Farm Precinct Plan. First, we would like to acknowledge and sincerely thank the Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsawwassen nations on whose stolen, unceded, and ancestral territories UBC Robson is situated. We are grateful to be presenting on the Tsawwassen First Nation Community Farm Plan. We acknowledge the privilege, honor, and responsibility of being a part of planning lisələm's future, and thank the nation for hosting us and allowing us to listen and learn from community members with open hearts and minds. These lands have been stewarded and planned by Indigenous peoples since time immemorial. As uninvited settlers, there is a profound responsibility when engaging in planning on Indigenous lands. We hope to contribute to a planning practice that is hopeful, decolonial, and life-affirming.
Lisələm is a community farm unlike any other. Run for and by members of TFN, the 2-acre farm is a model for Indigenous food sovereignty. Food sovereignty is a practice that entails self-determination and the right to a sustainable, equitable food system. The name lisələm means little ones are growing, and since 2021, it has grown significantly to support food sovereignty with organic produce and youth internships. With opportunity to expand to 20 adjacent acres, this project will be a toolbox to help lisələm continue to steward land and strengthen community. Engagement offered 3 ideas for the farm's growth to the nation's Agricultural Advisory Committee and staff. And this engagement guided us to focus on goals of education and community building. So from case studies, we drew practical examples and organized them by audience. Youth might learn in a new outdoor classroom by saving seeds, building mason bee boxes, or going for a story walk. Adults might learn by smoking food or stewarding a small land share allotment. Elders might teach by guiding the creation of a story trail, leading medicine workshops, or informing signs with language, history, and stories. Educational signs or a walking tour could also connect outside audiences, such as potential partners or other First Nations who may wish to bring ideas from lisələm to their own territories. By drawing ways of learning from diverse examples, lisələm can link members of all generations to each other and to their land.
At present, lisələm has 2 cultivated acres, but the land extends for another 20. Cultivation will continue to steadily expand, but in the meantime, how will lisələm make use of this abundant space without putting strain on its farmers? One idea drawn from our case studies is to plant a pollinator meadow near cultivated areas. Pollinator meadows increase biodiversity, align with lisəlem's values of sustainable agriculture, and enrich soil by acting as a cover crop. Creating a food forest is an idea initially proposed in the Tsawwassen Farm Strategy and is well supported by our research. Food forests require little maintenance, support biodiversity, and the growth of Indigenous medicinal and food plants. A new barn is being built at lisələm. As lisələm grows, it continues to take holistic approaches to land stewardship by centering Indigenous knowledge, community, and sustainability. As supported by our case studies, the thoughtful indoor space will further expand the farm's opportunities for connection, creativity, and celebration.
Community consultation is integral to meeting the diverse needs of the Tsawwassen community. Understanding what the nation wants to learn, how they want to learn, and how they want to share knowledge within the community is essential to plan for educational programming. We consulted the Agricultural Advisory Committee to present our broad ideas, and we recommend presenting consultation to the rest of the community to get more into the details. The expansion will inevitably require funding. Each idea has attached funding opportunities. We have matched successfully funded programs from our case studies to proposed interventions. Our report also includes general fundraising options and grants that can relate to the whole farm. It is also important to know where to find relevant partners for educational programming. We've contacted value-aligned organizations to help create a shortlist for future partnerships. Partnership opportunities were attached to each idea. Profiles of organizations and an example request for proposals was included in our final report. With clearly organized possibilities for a pathway and funding, ideas, we see a path for actionable growth. There is no other community farm like lisələm. Lisələm sets a new standard for agriculture through reciprocal stewardship, opposing the colonial and capitalist model of farming. We have created a toolbox of ideas meant to work in tandem, but also with options to stand alone. The tools will act as stepping stones as lisələm continues to grow. Here, food is not a commodity, but rather a gift, demonstrating a North Star for community farms. We'd like to say thank you to our partners and everyone here today. Hi, Sepka. Thank you.